Okay. So, again, these are collective readings. They're not going to resonate with everybody. So take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm just going to call in my angels, ancestors, and spirit guides for that protection. And I hope that they can cloak and shield me from this negative low vibration. And hopefully I won't get annoyed with these low vibrational readings because, well, we've got an immature man, okay, from the community, official person. So we've got some corrupt government officials who are mentally immature, mentally retarded. Yeah, so we've got masculines and feminines. We've got unexpected income, privileged lady. All right, so they want to be privileged, you see. Pathway, and we've got a high honor in reverse, a wealthy man in reverse, false person, and message in reverse. So I was getting that these government officials should have delivered some sort of message. We've got great fortune in reverse, surrounding great fortune. But they're in absolute despair, you see. Despair, Toilet Labour Courthouse. They're working in conjunction with the courthouse, yeah, to tamper, because they're a set of tamperers, okay? They like to tamper with things. They tamper with things. So people in this courthouse and these corrupt government officials, yeah, they never actually solve crimes. They just commit crimes and they all back each other up. They all back each other up, you see. Wow. So they tamper with evidence. They think they can get away with absolutely anything and everything because they work in a courthouse, and we've got obviously official person, community, tampering with evidence. All right. Pathway, light. They did not want this to come to light, surrounding taking some sort of great fortune, then with this unexpected income, immature masculine, immature feminine, working together to split that money between themselves, a large group of people. Then we've got family room in reverse, adjudication, and then we've got gift in reverse. Okay, so we've got some sort of judge or judges who took a gift, you know, acting unconcerned in the courtroom for what they've done. And then we've got child. They could have actually wrongfully removed these children, you know, by doing a lot of manipulation. A lot of these judges, lawyers, solicitors, will be joined to some sort of satanic cult or a coven, and they steal people's inheritances. Then they snatch these children for cash bonuses. And even though it's high on it in reverse physically, they will get some sort of physical rankings because they just want to get themselves bumped up on this physical ranking because the 3D, the egotistical, the arrogant, and they don't care. They will do the most low vibrational, toxic, evil things for the right amount of money. For the right amount of money. They're mentally retarded. So obviously because they're officials and, you know, maybe working in that local community, they're all immature. They've took that money and they split it amongst themselves. They've all grouped up together to do what's known as gang stalking. Now, gang stalking is quite common and popular, but because they're corrupt officials and they're all getting involved, they took a gift of child or children at the courthouse. Then they're all appearing in front of a judge, a corrupt judge, surrounding taking this great fortune and the child or children and chatting shit, lying on earth, theft in reverse, and journey, and then change in reverse and house in reverse. So there should have been some sort of mail. There should have been some sort of mail surrounding a home and great fortune, but these corrupt government officials have been mentally retarded, mentally immature, they've been egotistical and arrogant. So on this deck, we've got over 20 million. So it's getting that there's a lot of money what's been stolen. So they've grouped together to take this great fortune, a home, off this masculine or feminine. Yeah, they've took over 20 million pounds. They took a house, took over 20 million pounds, and then used the money to wrongfully remove the children to gain power and control over this person because they're mentally immature, mentally retarded. Yeah, there's pure evil, the pure evil. The absolute putrid. Yeah. But, you know, obviously, if my spirit guides say that they're putrid, that's what they are. They're absolutely putrid, these government officials. and I mean absolutely putrid. And to be honest, these corrupt government officials, if they was my son or daughter, I'd be truly, truly ashamed. I'd be truly, truly ashamed to call one of these fully grown men or women my son or daughter. I'd be deeply, deeply ashamed and saddened by the actions of my own son or daughter and how putrid they are and how many evil acts and evil things they would do for the love of someone else's money, because it's not their money. They know it's not their money, but because they're that mentally retarded and that immature, they think in their head that they should be able to take this money, take a house, take the child or children, appear in courtroom and treat it like a game. Now, I have been through similar myself, and I am going to mention, because I've mentioned in my other readings on my other channel, which they actually took down. They actually took down out of fear of being outed, about them forcing me to get my hair shaved off. Yeah, clothes. They forced clothes off me. Children, obviously, they forced my clothes off me, trainers off me. To do voodoo dolls and try and set me up for crimes I've not committed, because these government officials just won't give it a rest. They won't give it a rest. They like to work in intimidation. They're a set of bully boys and bully girls. Now, I was getting that probably at school. They used to roam around in groups and gangs at school, and bully people at school. Then they left school and they thought, right, I'm going to go work in the government, in this so-called power position, and bully people in groups and gangs and be gang affiliated. So they're going to work in these groups and what have you, be a corrupt government official, think this can get away with that because they probably bullied people all through primary school in groups and gangs, stole like primary school, they just stole all the kids' pencil cases, pushed them around and stuff like that. Secondary school, that had done the same, got involved in that, bullying in groups and gangs, thinking, oh, it's all right, I'm pretty, I'm good looking, I could get away with it. Arrogant as fuck. And I mean arrogant as fuck. Oh, I could bully people and I could get away with it, because I'm in a group, I'm in a gang, I could do whatever I want. It's all right. My mummy and daddy called me pretty or handsome as a child, and they've used the looks as well. They've used the looks to get away with these type of crimes, a pretty face or a cute face, and they've used that to get away with their evil acts and their evil, sinister crimes throughout their full life. So they may be physically good looking, but they're struggling with a Jezebel spirit, mammon demon, and they've got a whole lot of entities, and they're actually demonically possessed, and they're possessed with the spirit of Lucifer. All right. So they may want to call themselves Luciferians or devil worshippers. And again, they think that they can get away with that because the devil worshippers are the Luciferians. It don't really matter, to be honest, who the fuck they worship. Yeah, because they're going down. They're going down. They're going to be outed for what they've actually done. Again, they think they're going to be able to get away with it because they're in this government position. But again, I am going to mention that I've been through similarish myself, and they have forced me to get my hair shaved off to do voodoo dolls and put me under major spiritual warfare, snatched my children, labelled me as something what I'm not. They're manipulating my children, they're blackmailing my children, they're grooming my children, they're putting the fear in my children. And this is fully grown adults. This is fully grown adults. This is fully grown adults who do not have the children's best intentions at heart. All they want is the money. That's all they want. That's all they give a damn about, is stealing someone else's money. They don't give a damn about anything else except from their own 3D materialistic gains and feeding their own ego, because that's all they operate out of, ego. They live in fear a lot, and they want to create fear, because they're scared. This is why they operate in groups, and this is why they can't take someone who they view as competition down on their own. I mean, to be honest, if it's someone else's money in someone else's house, they should be battling and competing for that anyways. So this goes back to how mentally retarded and how mentally immature they actually are. which is what they is. They is mentally immature and they are retarded, unfortunately. So we've got the government who's hiring a set of retards, again, a set of bully boys and bully girls, working groups, and they think that there's something because they're working in a group. They're the low vibrational, yeah. Again, they act out of ego all the time. And because they've fed their ego too much, they've lost their souls, unfortunately. So these government officials are soulless beings. They're soulless beings. The only thing that operates their body, this vessel, the only thing that operates this body, this vessel, is actually that of a low vibration, which is a shame. Which it is a shame. It is a shame. It really is. It really is a shame that basically all that's operating in their body is that of a low vibration, which is like the devil. And they think it's funny. But the devil, you can't stand them. And again, whatever they've tried to mess with, spirit-wise, that of a low vibration, and that's clung to them. That's clung to them. That has clung to them. And again, whatever they are messing with of a low vibration, that's clung to them. And that's clung to them. Yeah. And basically, if they've took this house, this home, what's not theirs, yeah, they're going to get haunted. They're going to get haunted. Yeah, they're going to get haunted. They think, again, they're great because they're getting in on that gang stalking. But we all know these gang stalkers who do these type of things are nothing but a low vibrational crank, low rank crank. Low rank crank. Again, it's happened in my local area and they've all fought very hard to get my other channel shut down because they didn't want that message to get out there. Yeah, imprisonment in reverse and high on it in reverse because they want to avoid prison. Fake, false. Right, so we've got false person and pathway. So basically, they're falsely trying to walk someone else's pathway, someone else's like journey, someone else's pathway throughout life is what they're wanting. And they think that by joining together in a group and splitting this money between themselves, they think that they deserve to have what's not rightfully theirs, not only by physical law, but spiritual law and universal law. So by doing this, they broke every single one of the laws, like really harsh, major laws. False person, high on it in reverse. They're all fake and false. The misses, the fellas, they're all fake and false. Arrogant, and I can't even explain how arrogant, putrid, egotistical, and vile these people actually are. So we've got mature man, we've got a house in reverse, and we've got gift in reverse. Yeah. And a message. So someone should have delivered a message surrounding a home. Some great fortune. Yeah. Too masculine or feminine. And these government officials thought, hey, up there with this force. Now, we should deliver that to this person, whatever. But was thinking, well, we're expecting to put a lot of work in behind closed doors, behind the scenes, yeah, to gang stalk that person. Then we'll split that money between ourselves, work with Mr. and Mrs. Corrupt government official. And they're like, yeah, why not? Why not? And their heads is wobbling, all right? Their heads is wobbling like mad. I tell you why. Because black magic's been used as well. So what they're doing is they're using black magic on other people. Yeah, they're using black magic on the justice system. Again, I don't think my Heavenly Father is going to be happy about black magic being placed over his justice system. Yeah, because the justice system has been placed there by the Most High, and the justice system should be run and controlled by Archangel Michael, 1414. But you see, the devil, he thinks he should be able to control the justice system. Yeah, so he's infiltrated in the justice system, in the government official power positions, infiltrated the devil in the courthouse, you know, with a hammer, Mr. and Mrs. Judgy, infiltrated. All right, there's a set of dark witches and dark warlocks. This gift should have come to masculine or feminine by now. But again, they thought, nah, we want to split that amongst ourselves. We'll all have a couple of 100,000 each, you know. They're going to have more, he's going to have more and all that. They're all fighting amongst themselves. They're all fighting. So I was getting with this message of concern, a message in reverse, and adjudication. They think that they should be able to avoid judgment. This is why it's going to Supreme. It's going to a Supreme Court house. Yeah. It's going to a Supreme Court house. So we've got courthouse, privileged lady, thoughts in reverse, family room in reverse, and main female. Going to a Supreme Court. So we've got a main female who's linking to this masculine or feminine's family, who's involved in that, who looks like a crackhead. She wants to take this home along with this mature man. So this mature man, and we've got child. So we've got a father, and then we've got his child, who is this main female. Yeah. In despair because they took that money and they really don't want it to come to light how disgusting they are. So we've got a mature man who's working in conjunction with these corrupt government officials, him, his daughter, probably other family members as well who could be linking to this courthouse, have all grouped together as if we'll split this money between ourselves. Yeah. And to take this gift, they've been working using black magic on the child's children, manipulating the children, grooming these children. They've done poverty spells. We've got poverty. They've done poverty spells on the children. Full community. Yeah, because they took money and like, we don't care about these children. We want to come out of poverty. We're doing poverty spells on children. These are the most putridest people to ever touch down on planet Earth. And that's just my thoughts. Yeah, I mean, spirit guides as well. They're the most putridest people to ever touch down on planet Earth. Yeah, they're not even worth the air. They're not even worth the food. Yeah, these people are pure putrid. They're arrogant again. They operate out of fear, a lot, and ego because, well, they forget to feed their soul. So again, they are soulless beings and they want to trot around in the physical going, yeah, man, look at what I've got, living life for luxury and all that. Type of cranks to start getting gobby, thinking that there's something because they're working in a group. As soon as that person stands up, they're defending themselves. We thought we could just get away with bullying them for years and doing all this. Excuse me, they're defending themselves. So this is the type of crank, this main female in reverse, because that's what she is. She's nothing but a low-rank crank. She holds no weight in the spirit. She holds no weight in the spirit, yet she thinks she's absolutely something. We've got time and labour in reverse, community and coffin. So people are working behind the scenes. We've got lovers in reverse, maybe with her lover or her ex-lover, to bring murder. Then we've got child. Yeah. Wow. So the children are unsafe. And I've mentioned in other videos of mine before my other YouTube channel got shut down, I put it all over my social media, how unsafe my own children are and how my children's lives are in danger. But the police force don't give a damn, Humberside Police, Hull Crown Court don't give a damn, Hull City Council don't give a damn because they've been accepting money under the table and doing black magic and trying to sacrifice us because they want some 3D materialistic gains, because they're putrid, they're arrogant, they're egotistical, and again, these are the type of people you should never ever trust. You shouldn't even let these police officers inside of your home. All right? Do not let these police officers inside of your home. The pure evil. The pure evil, and this putrid. Yeah, official person, and then we've got coffin. Great fortune in reverse. So it could have been some sort of will money. Could have been some sort of will money, and I thought, nah, we've got a married couple, and then we've got a wealthy man. Yeah, so he wanted to be a wealthy man, someone who's married, who's collaborating, wanted to be a wealthy man, wanted to come out of poverty, you know. And then we've got child, occupation, toil and labour in reverse, working on child or children, so it could be a paedophile. All right, this could be a police officer who's a paedophile. Looks just like the police officer who tried to murder me, him and his missus as well. Him and his missus. So could be paedophile police officers, could be child murdering police officers. You wouldn't think it though. What a waste of a cute little face. What a waste of a cute little face. But if he's a paedophile, who gives a fucking damn if he's got a cute face? If he's a paedophile, yeah, taking money to murder. Taking money to murder. So could be involved in child murder. But again, it does look like the police officer who tried to murder me and snatched my children, both of them, in the kipper deck, the marriage kipper deck. Snatched my children, yeah, and nearly murdered me because they're involved in taking my inheritance. And, well, my children in danger. But again, if it's your local law enforcement, like Humberside Police, what's happened with me personally, and it's your own government, Hull City Council, and it's Hull Crown Court and your own family and ex's family, and you ask law firms to help you out, the help's not going to be there because they want to cover up because they've stolen a hell of a lot of money and the children's lives are in danger. Yeah, we've got coughing, unexpected income. And again, I am going to mention that my children are in danger. I've tried to call the police and stuff like that, and the police don't care about that because they're covering up about paedophiles and all this sick shit what's going down in this reading right now because they're putrid. But again, Mr. and Mrs. in this marriage kipper deck looks just like this police officer who tried to murder me, him, his missus, and a group of his pals and snatched my children for a cash bonus. After doing a load of black magic. They're disgusting. They're absolutely putrid. Ape. We've got an ape on this. So they've gone ape shit. You know, they've gone ape shit. Gasman. So they probably ordered a gasman to enter the property to do these with the bunny rabbit ears. Gas checks, okay? Gas checks. And then they're doing a gas leak. So they're sending gas men in who work with the local council, the local government. Then they're doing gas leaks. I've had this myself. They came in a couple of years back, to do a gas check. I'd already just had a gas check. But they, like, you know what they're like when they get real forceful and like, we need to do it, we've got to do it. Forced us fucking self in, basically, making out like they needed to do a gas check. And they literally started doing a gas leak, and my house started filling up with gas and started poisoning me and my children. So they tried to gas me and my children. But luckily, you know, it's one of them, you know, where you can start smelling it and you think, nah, maybe just overthinking it. But luckily, I stopped it in time. I was opening up my doors, windows and stuff like that. So the poisoned me and my children for God knows how long. I got it sorted, called the emergency out. But these are the type of people, corrupt government officials, who will get people to come inside of your home, do a gas leak, do all this poisoning because, well, it's over £20 million. So they're desperate for that. Desperate for it. Yeah, community of them's took it. Community has took it. Corrupt government officials, family members, their friends, yeah. And they wanted to come out of poverty, so they stole that. Poverty, theft, and sudden wealth and reverse. They wanted to come out of poverty, so they took it. Oh, and they took sudden wealth and great fortune and keep splitting it out amongst themselves because of pure putrid. Then just took like this home, so I was getting us quite possibly sold a home, what was never even theirs to sell in the first place. Messaging his children or messaging about the children, saying, oh, the child or children, they're in poverty, they're this, they're that. But had they given that wealth to the parent and the child or children, had they given the money, 24 to the rightful person, that person would not be scrimping and scraping to make ends meet. They would not be scrimping and scraping. But you know what these corrupt government officials are like, you know, start sticking a tongue up a judge's ass, lawyers, solicitors going, oh, go on, we'll give you some of this money under the table. Keep turning the blind eye, yeah. So they took a gift. All right, we've got wealthy man, change, to change some sort of legal documentation to go in the opponent's favours, the evil, putrid ones' favours, because they want a couple of quid under the table. These are God's runs, all right? They need Jesus Christ, and they need to be locked up in a mental institute or in prison, yeah? And because there's been black magic, everything has gone back, yeah? Everything's gone back. And again, I am going to mention again and again and again how much my children's lives are actually in danger, but the local police force and family don't give a damn because they want money. And that's what they're all about. This is where there's pure ego and they've got no soul. There's got no soul. They're soulless beings, which is pretty scary on how they're soulless beings. And it's quite freaky to think that they think that the devil actually likes them, and the devil doesn't. He doesn't like them, all right? All right. The devil doesn't like them. Even the devil knows that they're a set of low-rank cranks. You know what I mean? So it's one of them where they act all big and solid and all strong, but the devil doesn't even like them. The putrid. Absolutely putrid. They really are. And again, these are the type of people I would never, ever want to get in. Like, obviously, if I knew about what they was doing, I would never get in a relationship with one of these people. They're only going to do the same to their so-called loved ones, lovers, family members, yeah, friends as well. So these type of people are never to be trusted in a relationship. Never to be trusted in a relationship at all. At all. I just can't even believe how far these evil people are willing to go, and how much all these so-called people who work in law enforcement are willing to turn a blind eye for the right amount of money. That's just putrid, that is. That's putrid. So they've all lost the protection of Archangel Michael. They've cursed their full family for generations and generations to come, and it's going to go supreme. They're all going to lose their jobs, and every single one of their faces, because they're desperate for that 3D clout and recognition, every single one of their faces is going to hit the local news, and that's going to, national news, maybe even international. National, international, where they want that 3D clout and recognition so badly. That's what they're going to get. All right. So that's what they're going to get. They want that clout and that recognition so badly. That's what they're going to get. They'll get it, because that's what they've been asking for. I just want clout and recognition for being in this group or gang and doing gang stalking and doing these evil acts. I want it to be known and that, because my pals think I'm fucking hilarious and I'm great. Pals think I'm great, Well, we've got all this money and stuff like that. Your money means shit to me, not to be nasty, but that money means fucking shit to me. What I'm more concerned about is them doing black magic on the children and trying to bring harm to children just because they love money, and they think that because they're in a group or a gang that they're something. They're nothing and they're a nobody. They're nothing but a clout seeker. They're nothing but liars. And, they hold no weight in spirit. And the spirit, like literally since a child, these are the type of people who was born pure evil. Pure evil. But what they do is they try and use the faces and stuff like that to get away with it. Or they try and use, I'm getting all sexy and flirty. I want to get away with it because I'm using me Jezebels. Incubus, succubus, Jezebels, the sheer Jezebels, possessed with multiple devils and multiple demons. And well, if they're already possessed with multiple devils and demons, the last thing they need to do, if they're already possessed with multiple devils and demons, the last thing they need to do is start messing around with black magic. Because black magic ain't going to help their opponent, obviously, but that's not what they're wanting. It's not going to help themselves, because it's always going to go back, and it's always going to return. And they, even though they think they're getting away with it, karma, is going to hit them, and it's going to come down on them like a ton of bricks. So we've got denying, stealing, deluded, gaslighting. Then we've got real friends. So they're all making best of friends of each other. Look at us. We're best of friends. We're just as putrid as each other. Yeah, mate. We're just as putrid as each other. Best of friends. Friends for life. I'm thinking, who wants to be friends with one of these people for life? What I'd do is I would just literally block these type of people and get them away from myself, as soon as possible. But as soon as you block these people, they're like, I can't believe it. I've just been blocked, and that I'm going to have to make another fake account or another account, and I'm going to keep going because, well, we've got corrupt government officials watching me and I just want some clout. And that's all it is. Clapped out clout seekers. That's all they're ever going to be. He's nothing but a clapped out clout seeker who's worth nothing. Again, they were nothing. They were nobody. They were nothing and they were nobody. And they just want to get some sort of name for themselves for being pure putrid. Yeah, mate, look at me. I'm toxic as fuck. Yeah. They're all derpy. They're all derpy. Causing major spiritual warfare and battling for something they know for a fact is not theirs to even battle or compete with. But because they're that mentally retarded and mentally unstable, they think that they have every right to start battling for something what's not theirs by physical law, universal law, and spiritual law, and totally deliberately ruin someone else's life because they want something what's not theirs by law, by actual physical law. So all of a sudden, I've just got really hungry. And I can feel my stomach just feeling like it's real empty, starting to grumble. It's starting to grumble. Probably because I'm looking at food as well. So while I'm doing this reading, I'm looking at food as well because, well, I need more food. So, yeah, multiple accounts in their name, false reports because they're really poorly, and they just keep wasting more and more and more police time because they're desperate for attention with their lies, and the police are like, oh, you were la. Oh, come and get in the lying crew. Come and get in this crew. La. So we've got a lot of deluded police officers who are narcissistic. Last thing we need is narcissists operating in the government. All right. The last thing we need is officers who gaslight. The last thing we need is egotistical, arrogant people working in the justice system and in law enforcement. Because they're just never going to solve any crimes. Like, look at me, they just want the badge and they want that ego feeding. I've lost all respect for every single one who works in any government position. And I mean, I've lost respect for every single one of them in the system, in the government system, because, well, they're not who they make out to be. They've only got in that position because they think that, well, they demand respect. They're like, I'm getting in this position because I can demand respect from everybody because I've got a badge and I've got this and I've got that. Again, I've lost all respect, and I mean every last bit of respect for anybody who works in the government, for anyone. The putrid, they're absolutely putrid. No respect. They've got no compassion, no empathy, no remorse. They literally do not give a damn about anybody except from themselves. As long as they've got money, as long as they've got money what's not actually theirs, they don't give a damn. They will literally battle, yeah, and rival and compete with someone for money what's not actually theirs. That's mentally unstable, if you ask me. So again, the last thing we need, yeah, is people who are mentally unstable who need to spend time in a mental institute or in prison, because obviously if they've been using black magic and stuff like that, they're mentally unstable because it's all getting returned. So I'm going to return to sender. I'm going to return to sender. every ounce of black magic, demon magic, conjuring, entities to be returned to the original sender. To be returned to the original sender. Any magic placed on myself, my children, children in general, to be returned to the sender immediately. Immediately. To be returned to sender. And that is what is needed. Returning to sender in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So I is going to keep returning that to sender. Returning that to the sender because, well, it's going to go back. It's going to go back to them. And they're not going to know what's hit them. Because all of a sudden, whatever they've sent out dark energy-wise, it's just going to go wham. And, you know, they think they're getting away with it, but they're not. They're not. Physically, to the average human eye, it may look like they are getting away with whatever they've done, but they're not. Karma is a bitch. Karma's a bitch. Can't remember what else I was going to look into because I need some more food, you see. Karma's a bitch. I'm just distracted because I'm trying to do online shopping as well. But again, I'm going to turn that back to sender in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Again, these people are mentally retarded. They're immature. I can't even believe that they can all group together to steal what's not theirs. And battle and compete and then think, oh, look at me. I'm gang affiliated. I think I'm great in my group and in my gang and that. Look at me, mate. The nothing again. The nothing. The nothings. The nobodies. They're never going to be anything. Yeah. They're never going to be anything. I mean, probably worked so hard on their ego again. They forgot to feed their soul. Desperate for that 3D recognition. Desperate for that. And that's what they're going to get. They're going to get that recognition in the 3D for their evil, putrid acts. And these going to literally hit again the local news, the international news maybe, or national news around that country. Maybe even literally not just on paper or magazine, probably on TV screen as well. But they was desperate for that recognition. They was desperate for that clout from their friends. That is what there's going to get. Clout and be like, yeah, look at us, mate. Look, we're all together in our group and all that. Aren't we great? Aren't we great? But they're going to have to sit there and think about how many innocent children's lives they've ruined in the process just because they want that clout. It's absolutely disgusting. Of my art because these people come straight out of the pits of hell and they think they're great. There's stuff in texture about this devil and all that. It does actually say in some sort of text, written text, that Archangel Michael slays the devil and the demons, obviously with the Most High Jesus and obviously the other angels, archangels. They slay the devil and condemn him back into hell for 1,000 years. But they just want to stick to the facts and do the fear mongering and make out like the devil's real strong and powerful. But again, there is a part saying that the devil is going to be condemned into hell, condemned into hell for 1,000 years. And I have actually been in hell. Obviously, there's a physical hell, but, I have actually been in hell. And it's not nice. And this is where these type of people are going to go. This is where these people are going to go. Because nothing goes unnoticed noticed, all right? So all the kind of random acts, what people's done throughout life, not for sure, for ego, whether for, oh, you know what, I'm going to give to someone over there, of this couple of quid stolen money, I'm going to go buy them a sandwich and stuff like that. Then they're going to get a picture of themselves and bang it on social media. Yeah. It's just feeding their egos. We've all got one, but that's all it is. These are the type of people who would do something nice, yeah, after doing a load of evil, bad things, and then stand there and play the hero. These are the fake heroes. These are the false prophets, and these are the fallen angels. But they're like that. Maybe they're like that fallen angel. Maybe they're like looking for clout with the pals. Doing black magic and demon magic and demonic type of stuff. They like it. They like it. So these are the type of people who will probably try and call you up on the phone because they're mentally retarded. They'll get hold of your number, obviously, because the government officials, they will get hold of your number and they'll start doing prank phone calls. These are government officials and they'll start doing prank phone calls. They'll start hacking email accounts, yeah. They'll start working day and night to stalk, follow, harass you. I'm like, yeah, mate, look what I've just done. I've just been hacking your email all night. Oh, look, I've just done some more black magic on innocent children. I had the big man bang on the chest like drum, feed me. I had the big man. I've been doing black magic on kids, not me personally, but this is what these people are like because they're all joined into a set because they're nothing but a low rank. Yeah. So although these people may look physically rich, yeah, spiritually they are poor. They are spiritually poor. And a lot of these people will have more 3D materialistic things, yeah, and the ones who seem to have less, yeah, but they truly appreciate what they've got. They always want that. And they will attack these type of people because they see that soul. And they're like, why is this person more happier than me? They've got less physical things than me. They've got less physical things than me. Why are they more happier than me? And then they get more and more and more attacked by these groups, these type of people, because they can see that light, they can see that soul, and they want that for themselves. And again, you could actually have less physical things. You could be down the street and everyone else seems to have cars. They have um, more money, materialistic things. They have more cars. They have more furniture. Their houses could be fully decorated, but majority of that's from robbery, from theft, from being fake, from being fraudulent, and getting themselves into some sort of gang affiliation. And I was getting that these are the type of people who signed up to Neighbourhood Watch because they don't want these type of criminal activities going down, but they're actually involved in it. I mean, they're all signed up for Neighbourhood Watch. They'll all watch each other's backs and they make out like the best of friends. They're there for each other. We care about you. That's a lot of bollocks. They don't care about nobody. They only care about themselves because they're narcissists. All right, you can listen to them all day about their problems. As soon as it comes to you sharing some of your problems, they will not listen to you. They'll be gone. They won't listen to you. Tell you why? Because they're egotistical, they're arrogant, and they're selfish, self-absorbed narcissists who are nothing but toxic. Who are nothing but toxic. And well, I was going to say that's the way they're always going to be. Maybe not in every case, but in most cases, that's all they're ever going to be. Because they're carrying a lot of toxic traits, and them toxic traits could be handed down from grandparents or the grandparents' parents, actual parents, or other family members, and that gets handed down from generations. That's just confirmation from generations and generations and generations to come. And all they're doing is generating a lot more karma for their own children and their own grandchildren, because even if they think it's not going to hit them, it's going to hit this children, it's going to hit the grandchildren, and it's going to hit their children's children, because that's the way karma goes. Even though the child or children is probably innocent, or the grandchildren is probably innocent, yeah, and so on and so forth, they'll start to hit and getting the experiences of what the parents and grandparents, all the fours there, four, has done. So you could be born into a karmic family, in the middle of a corrupt government organisation who do not give a damn about anything except from themselves, which is a shame, because if they was to go through something like that, they would not like it. They'd be absolutely furious, and they'd be like, look, I'm making a stand, I'm not having it, I'm not having it. And they would literally start making a stand, which is shocking. Because, well, people only want to make a stand when these type of things actually happen to them. And should they have to actually go through something really bad for them to then want to make a stand and make a change? No, because many, many years they'll see people go through these type of things and they'll keep turning a blind eye and think, oh, at least it's not happening to me. Oh, I don't give a damn, at least it's not happening to me. And then boom, that type of stuff will happen to them. Because again, if you tolerate this, then your children will be next. And if you tolerate it, then your children will be next. And you can stand up and you can fight against it on your own, ask out for help, and the help's not there. And it's the way the systems run. It's where the systems run. They'll start passing you around from service to service. Go, yeah, over here, she's come to do this. What you can explain some shit, nothing will happen. Go to him over here. He specialises in this area. Yada, yada, yada. You can explain your shit to this person. Guess what? It's like talking to a brick wall. It's like talking to a brick wall, because these are just devils in a meat suit who are there to make out like they want to help. They're here to help. They've got the power to be able to help. You tell them the stuff, so they can go on off and help you and get the other so-called, with the bunny rabbit ears, other so-called officials together to solve this, and they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. So they're all like in relationships, in each other's pockets, basically. In each other's pockets, basically, yeah. In each other's pockets. They literally do not give a damn. So the way it's set up, you can literally go to them for help, and again, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. You can say, well, this and this and this, and it's not going to do anything. Because these government officials, they don't care. Because they're involved in actually doing these type of activities. Why do you think they all trot around like the big and they're above and they're all arrogant and stuff like that? Because that's it. They've fed their ego too much. Most of the homes and stuff like that is all built on lies. Yeah, the relationships are fake. The relationships, what they're in with the missus, the fella, the marriages, they're fake. They're fake as well. Because, well, they've just fed their ego. They're all about the materialistic things. It's not about the love anymore. To be honest, it's been a thing for generations and generations to come. It ain't nothing new, but it ain't about the love. It's all about ego, arrogant, egotistical, arrogant, and there's no love in the relationship. It's a loveless relationship. They'll all be like, oh, we're loyal and all that. Love you, love you, love you. And they all cheat on each other as well. This is why I stayed single for life. And I ain't ever getting in another relationship again, because they all just cheat. They all get the house, the roof over their head, this, that, and the other, and then they start cheating on each other, because if you treat someone good, they always believe in their head that the grass is greener on the other side, and they're going to be able to go out and get better. It doesn't really matter if you, well, it does, obviously, if you're giving these people this food and what have you, you can give them massages, you can give them God knows how many meals and snacks a day, you can be real attentive, and because you give them that, they instantly believe in their head that they're worth more now, because you've given that bit of attention, you've given that bit of loyalty, you've given that and you've given this, then they believe in their head that they can go out and get better And they think, well, I want to be able to get that, but I want someone who's a bit better looking than you. And they start to feed their ego. This is what I is getting. They start to believe that they should be able to get that, but they want someone who looks like an absolute supermodel as well. Because their heads start going, and they believe that they can do that, but not like downgrading. Obviously, there's like some amazing supermodels out there, but you can't have it all. You can't have it all. You can't have it to bells. Incubuses and succubuses, and they will bleed you dry. They will ruin your life. They'll leave you with nothing, and they'll have you at rock bottom, and they will just walk off. And then what they'll start doing is they'll gaslight everyone else. They'll delude everyone else. On the inside, and that's all they'll do. And this is the type of people who is up against this masculine or feminine who's had everything stolen from them. And then when you get mad and you get angry and you turn against these type of people and you're out there, they'll start calling this masculine or feminine mad. Oh, look at them, they're mad, they're getting angry. We're allowed to call them all names under the sun and get gobby and do all this and that. But when that person stands on up, we're allowed to do and push this person around and what had you for God knows how many years. But as soon as that person stands on up, we're going to label that person as a bad one. Yeah, because the way the government and the system is, in the law officials, the putrid. And I mean absolutely putrid. Again, not the type of person who I would like to get with in a relationship. Not the type of person I would like to get in a relationship with. Not the type of person who deserves anyone to wait on them hand and foot. They're not the type of person who deserves any amount of money or deserves this good lifestyle. They don't deserve it. That's why they go out and they rob and they steal off someone. And I think, why should he get this? Why should she get that? Why should he get this? Why should she get that? I want one of these. But again, probably a lot of these people have had the mums, the dads, the nans, and the family, and a load of friends around them their full life. And there's just believe in their heads that they deserve more than everybody else. And they will literally steal to get that just so they can try and look down the nose on other people. You know, there's people who's like on the streets, or there's got bare minimum. They'll be like, ha, 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 look at me, I've got lots of money. Look at me, there's someone there who's homeless, who's not got much money. Ha, 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 and all shit like that. And I just think they're pathetic. I think they're pathetic. So the ones who actually work in the government are worse than literally a lot of people in the general public, because they get in on a lot of fraudulent activity, not solving it, they get in and committing it, and because they're in that power position, they think they should be able to get away with it. It's not a lie, it's not a lie, I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Yeah. They'll start getting dodgy doctors involved to start gaslighting and do all this delusional stuff and play mind games. They'll start getting dodgy lawyer solicitors, sling them a couple of money, line the courtroom for us, will ya? And they'll be like, all right then, of course we will. Anything for a bit of money, yeah. They're matrix trained, which is a shame, because that's all they're ever going to be, is matrix. Matrix. That's going to be locked in that physical body, and they just operate out of their physical body. They don't do any of their own shadow work. They don't do any of their own spiritual work. And that's why they've got no ranking in spirit. And someone who's done that spiritual work and that shadow work and stuff like that, they want them type of people's spiritual inheritance and spiritual gifts from God, even though it looks like they've got more physical things, you see, and they've got a lot of friends around them, like on social media, like, oh, you're great and stuff like that. It's all ego. They're all fake. Every single one of these people are fake. Every single one of these people Yeah. Again, gang affiliation. They like to fight in groups. Yeah. And they will rob and steal off anyone, even the best friends, even their ex-lovers. They'll be like, oh, ex-lover, really? How dare you leave me? Start doing the shit to the black magic, that type of stuff. Getting on stalking them and all that, and the government, because they'll start going, please feel sorry for me. My ex left me, and I just want to start, not me personally, but this is what I like. I just want to stalk, and they protect the stalkers. They protect the ones who actually stalk people. Yeah. They protect the ones who steal. Yeah. And if they've got a lot of money through theft and robbery, they'll be like, oh, we'll give you some of that money and that, and we'll protect you. We'll give you illegal protection and stuff, like they have done with my family and my ex and stuff like that, and their family. Set of predators, illegal protection. You're not going to need illegal protection if you've not been doing a shit ton of illegal activities, are you? Are you now? Why are you going to need illegal protection? Because they know that their full life is robbery, theft, fraud, robbery, theft, fraud, stalk, lie, or get a group of pals who's just as nutty, who's demonically possessed. Stalks are stalk, and the government do nothing about it. Tell you why? Because they're involved with stalking people as well, you know. Not for a thingy, you know, like they should be watching these type of child predators and stuff like that, and watching them 24/7. They should be, but they're not. They literally have me on watch 24/7, have me hacked and tracked and traced 24/7, more than a paedophile, more than a child killer, more than a murderer in general, more than a rapist. You know, and they'll try and shut people like me down to protect the low rank cranks who will nothing and hold nothing in spirit. They've got no spiritual ranking whatsoever. No spiritual ranking. I'm not surprised, because they steal from other people. Steal. They never actually apologise for what they've done. Why? Because they're too arrogant. They're too egotistical. And they think, well, I've done it for God knows how many years. I think I should be able to get away with that. You know, never repent for the sins. Never repent. Think they're above Jesus as well, which is a shame. Even if they are devil worshippers, no one's above Jesus, not even the devil. And even if they are devil worshippers and they think they can get away with it, again, it does actually state somewhere in texture that Archangel Michael slays the devil and he's condemned into hell for 1,000 years. But they want to miss that out of and keep that out of the public's eyes, because, well, the devil's still clinging on. He's still clinging on because he don't want to lose, but he's already lost. He's already been exposed. So these enemies have already been exposed. Again, these are the type of people you should not let inside of your home. Don't let them inside of your home. And keep the door closed to these people. Because they're demonically possessed, and the only one who can help them out of that black dark hole that they've got themselves into is Jesus Christ. It's the only one, and it's the only way they can get themselves out of that is through Jesus. But a lot of the time, it's too late. A lot of the time, it's too late for them, because, well, they've rejected Jesus and Jesus' help too many times, because they're used to the darkness. And when they get the chance to see the light or come out of the darkness and into the light, they don't want it. Because, well, if they're broken already and they've not done their own healing work and addressed their own shadow side, they will literally, anyone who's done their own healing work or doing their own healing work and doing their own healing, they will target them type of people, because they're like, why should you heal? Why should you heal? Why should you be able to heal? Why should you get this? Why should you get that? Why should he get all this? Why's he got this? Why they got this? I want one of those. And a lot of them who are joining together to do this have had the parents or the grandparents. Every time they've stamped their feet, they've got what they wanted. So they've been over-spoiled, which is a shame. Over-spoiled. They've not been grounded enough. Yeah. Again, egotistical. Putting the pots away. Egotistical. Yeah. I want this new phone out, and if I don't get this new phone out and do all this robbery, theft, and yada, 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 because I want to feed my ego and I want to show my friends that I've got a new phone. Look, I've got a new phone. It's the top phone out there. So many weeks later, the phone's broke, you know, all that buzz has died down. And then they need the next buzz, which is materialistic. But we need materialistic things. Hold on. We need materialistic things. But they're just too materialistic. That's why they've got no spiritual rankings. They are working with people who flip a couple of tarot cards, and these people who flip a couple of tarot cards instantly believe in their head because they've flipped a few hundred tarots or a few thousand tarots that they've got some sort of ranking in spirit. And that's also wrong. That's also wrong. Just because they flipped a couple of tarot cards don't mean to say they've got a high spiritual ranking. I did not gain my high spiritual ranking through flipping tarot cards. All right? I did not gain that high spiritual ranking through flipping tarots. And you don't need to be high on spiritual ranking and be having a pack of tarots and doing tarot cards and stuff. So I ain't saying just because I've got a pack of tarots, that's why he's highly ranked. But you don't need tarots to get that spiritual ranking. Do that healing work. Not to doing black magic. Not to be stealing other people's inheritances. You know. Not to try and plot and plan to end people because they've stolen money and they want to cover it up. That they're a fake, they're a fraud, they're a liar, they're a phony. And they're just working on the ego. Because that's all they care about. Look, I've got all these clothes and stuff like that. It's all from robbery and theft and that, and that's what it is. All through robbery, all through theft, all through ego. And I have looked at the local news that where I live, apparently it's ranked fifth in the UK for robbery, for theft and robbery. And well, I think he's sure it's fifth because I'm telling you, it's got to be number one. Because the amount of times I've had everything robbed off me at the police, I've done absolutely nothing about it. I'll tell you why they've done nothing about it. Because I'm not sucking a police officer off. Alright, I'm not having no sexual relations or sexual encounters with a police officer. Or someone who works in law. So because I'm not having no sexual relationship with someone who works in the justice system and someone who works in the council, they try and downgrade people like me because we've not got our tongue sticking out of a judge's arsehole or a policewoman's chuff, you know, or one of the council worker. We've not got that council worker's dick hanging out of our mouth. So that's a shame, you see. But the ones who have, it doesn't matter what they do, they'll get that illegal protection so they can get away with absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. Sexual favours with each other. Let's do some sexual favours so we can get away with absolutely anything. You know. Which is how it works as well. I slammed him all right back in the day. We'll give them illegal protection. We'll let them get away with absolutely anything. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. This is why, yeah, actually saying that people should not get with these government officials. All right. Anyone who works in law, yeah. Anyone who works in council, yeah. Don't get with them. The rent is already gone. All right. Because they've been in that power position for God knows how long, and well, they always get added benefits, so they get more than the average Joe. Yeah, you might need a bin as the general or the normal public type of people. You might need another bin. You just got to pay God knows how much for another bin, and you're only allowed so many bins. But if you work in the council, you'll get a shit ton of bins for free. You get this for free. You get that for free. You can do whatever you want. You can commit any crimes, and we'll have our cult, our coven, our group protecting and backing you up. Then we'll do a couple of round the campfire and start doing death magic. But because this got like, I don't know, little whoever, she's got, you know, she's on this police officer and what have you, get away with any crimes. And I mean, pretty much anything nowadays, as long as you're tonguing a lawyer, judge's or solicitor's arsehole, and you fucking hell. Literally, do not get with any of these law officials, yeah, because they're going to ruin your life. They're going to ruin absolutely everything. They refuse to bring justice for these, well, this corruption, this injustice, this persistent corruption and injustice. They refuse. They refuse. If you don't get on your knees and give them a blowy and bow down to them, they refuse to bring you justice because they're egotistical, because they're arrogant, and they do not care about bringing justice. Again, they only get in that power position to abuse it. Oh. She's not giving us any sexual favours, but one of the opponents, you know, has been doing all these evil things. She's been getting on all fours and she's been crawling around on all fours for us. So we'll let her get away with anything because she's crawling around on all fours. What do you think, Mr. and Mrs. Police Officer? What do you think, Mr. and Mrs. Corrupt Government Official? Yeah, that's totally fine. As long as she's doing all these sex favours and stuff like that, or he's doing all these sex favours. Totally fine, we'll then get her out. And that is literally facts. It's factual. Why do you think they shut my other YouTube channel down? Because I speak in truth. And they don't like the truth. They very much prefer, yeah, to live a life of lies and be deluded. They love it. Live a life of lies, be deluded. Be deluded. I wonder what's happening to these witches and warlocks. Hold on, let me get a pack of cards. So I've just split a deck. Hangman in reverse and the 9 of Wands in reverse. There was playing games, all right. They're starting to go on a spiritual awakening now. They're shitting it. They're actually going on a spiritual awakening, all right. They're actually going on a spiritual awakening. And they're starting to see life from a whole new angle. 9 of Wands in reverse. They've realised they've got nobody in spirit realm defending or protecting them. All right. So when they're alone, these entities, these dark spirits, and that of a low vibration, what they've been messing with, yeah, is not defending or protecting them anymore. But they was passionate for it, all right? There was raring for it with the Knight of Wands. There was raring for it. 7 of Wands. To gain power and control. Create a lot of illusions. 7 of Cups. Do a lot of that. Well, the Knight of Cups. Love spells. 5 of Pentacles. Poverty spells. They're left out in the cold. So they do a lot of sex magic as well. They're like, oh, look at me. I work in the government. I'm doing sex magic. 6 of Cups on children. Nine of Cups in reverse, absolute nightmare, High Priestess. Ten of Cups, family. So they've been doing sex magic. Yeah. Families being involved, or a family, or linking to family, or family of corrupt government officials have been doing sex magic, been doing that on children, which makes them a paedophile, which sounds like Humberside Police, whole city council, whole Crown Court, a set of paedophiles, along with family members, all right? And that's what they are, they're a set of paedophiles, along with the law officials as well, you know, like the lawyers, solicitors, judges, attorneys, paedophiles. Is what they are. Five of Wands. They're battling now. They're battling like mad. I mean, they've been chatting shit. They're battling like mad with each other. We've got Temperance in reverse. Because everything's going back, you see. So now they're battling with demons. They're battling with them demons. They're never going to get out of that. Not without Jesus. Not without Jesus. I mean, they should have took everything off somebody. Yeah. Started doing all these horrible things to children. Sending demons and entities towards children and stuff like that. Now it's all going back to them. They're having nightmares. And they try to shatter and exhaust that person, having that person, masculine or feminine, and the spiritual, like major spiritual warfare, spiritual attacks. Six of Wands in reverse. It was false victory. Seven of Pentacles, energy harvesting also. There was investing, hunting, wishing ill will, and battling. Five of Wands, gang, group. Oh, what do you mean? We've got the Devil card. Then we've got Queen of Wands in reverse. And then we've got Page of Wands in reverse. Nothing but bad news, you see. Nothing but bad news. So they invested in hunting, wishing ill will with a dark witch who, well, works for the devil. And as I was tapping into that, let's click that out because they're very, very low vibrational. Putrid. Putrid, yeah, we've got Page of Cups and then we've got the Magician in reverse. Doing it on children, you see. Doing it on children. Nine of Wands playing some right sick mind games on children. They could have done this to an empress, or there could be a mother figure involved. But to be honest, no real empress is going to do that. So it could be Taurus, could be Virgo involved. Or they could have done this on a mother because they're jealous of a mother, you see, which is a shame. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. Sneak attacking, Seven of Swords. Nine of Wands playing games because they love Ace of Cups. Ten of Swords to backstab. Nine of Pentacles, anyone who's independent. Look, we're all codependent in our groups and gangs, you know. We don't like someone being independent and on their own. We don't like that. No, they don't like it, you see. They really don't. That's why they're putrid. Someone's on their own with kiddies or we're going to group up. We're going to steal absolutely everything off them. We're going to gang start them. We're going to leave them in poverty. We're going to chat shit in the courtroom. Eight of Wands, chat shit in the courtroom. Legal documentation. Of course they are. Of course they are. I mean, they're not going to admit the truth. We've got Ten of Pentacles. Not if they want to take that Ten of Pentacles. Not if they want to take that generational wealth. They're never going to admit the truth. Nine of Wands, Swords, just guilty. Just naught but guilty. Guilty. They're going off to tarot readers. Flip a couple of cards for me and do some black magic, will you love? And that's literally what they're doing. Flip a couple of cards. Do all these evil putrid acts. Page of Cups in reverse. They're linking, well, what they've done is dangerous. They're linking to pedophilia, paedophiles, and then they're doing black magic. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Trying to shift money. And then we've got King of Wands in reverse to a Warlock's account. So they're shifting money to a Warlock's account, a Witch's account to do black magic. Hex and curse and hex and curse. I think you spell hex and curse. Shatter and exhaust that person. Give them nightmares. Hex and curse. Because of prophetic. Queen of Swords in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. Oh. No, carrying a lot of energetic burdens. So we've got a Queen of Swords in reverse who's nothing but a liar. Ten of Wands carrying a lot of dark entities and energetic burdens, and whatever they've sent out, they are now battling against these devils and demons. You know, all them hex and curses gone back, so he's going to return them hexes and curses. Right, so they tried to do, with this Fool card, some sort of separation spell, Four of Swords, Destiny swap, all right, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Destiny. They've tried to do a Destiny swap, all right. They want someone else's soul purpose, someone else's destiny. Whose soul purpose do they want, Spirit? Seven of Wands, that's, yeah, that power position. They want someone else's soul purpose. The deluded. Seven of Cups in reverse. We've got the Sun card, that's been illuminated. The deluded. They don't want it to come out yet. Eight of Wands, it's hitting the news anyways. Six of Pentacles. So basically, we've got Hermit Virgo in reverse. Then we've got the Magician card. So they could be doing this to a Virgo. They could be doing this to many others, but they could want someone else's soul purpose for themselves. Battling and competing for something what's not actually theirs because there's putrid. Is this child or children safe? Because I really don't think it's child or children safe. There's done death spells. Again, my children are not safe with who they are with. They're not. They're literally not. They're really, 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 really not. Two of Wands in reverse. These groups are cowards because they do some sick stuff to children. They've been doing some sick stuff to my children and to the police again. They don't listen to me. The court, they don't listen to me. No one is listening to me because they shut down every single one of my social medias and stuff like that because they don't want the truth to get out there, that they're a set of nonsense and they're doing some sick shit to children. Page of Cups in reverse, you see. Page of Cups in reverse. Paedophiles. The police officers, again, in my local area, paedophiles. The pedos. All of them. All of them. Beside police, every single one of them are paedophiles. All the local law firms, they're all paedophiles. They pretend like they defend, protect the paedophiles, pretend that now it's ever fucking happened, all the bad stuff. They'll just stand in this courtroom, chat a load of shit because they're just getting money under the table, which is putrid. Again, whole city council, set of paedophiles. All family members are all linking to each other, set of paedophile. Are you working in council, is you? Are you working in law enforcement, is you? Are you working in the government? Or the courthouse and all that, and you're a paedophile? Oh, we'll let you get away with absolutely everything. Putrid. Full card in reverse, they take that innocent. King of Wands in reverse and the Devil card. So it could be fire sign masculine, feminine, and then a Capricorn masculine or feminine. Strength card, they want to make out like they're a beast. They're nothing. They're nothing. They're nothing. They're nothing. They're putrid. Feed me. Feed my ego. Let me, I want to be a beast and I want to lie. And they do. They're deluded. They're deluded. That's the truth. They're very low vibrational and it's a demonic family. Heartbreaking is what was done. Dangerous. Page of Cups in reverse. Creating illusions, heartbreak, Four of Swords. We've got Virgo, Sun card battle. So they could have done this to a Virgo. They could have done this to a Virgo. Virgo wants to come on out. They could have murdered child or children. Again, they will not let me see my children, yeah, because they keep trying to murder me and my children and no one's doing anything about it. And they literally just want to keep turning a blind eye. They want to attack me, try and get me put in prison. Again, trying to set me up for crimes I've not committed by shaving my hair, taking my nail samples, blood samples, stuff like that. Trainers, clothes, the lot, and try and set me up for crimes I've not committed. And the local law enforcement, again, is involved. Hull Crown Court is involved. Hull City Council is involved. Seven of Cups, they're deluding everybody. Seven of Cups, deluded. The putrid. The putrid. You know, the putrid, the evil. Ten of Pentacles in reverse of Tucker. Eight of Swords. Could be in spiritual prison. Could be in spiritual prison with that Eight of Swords. Oh, we've got the Magician card, you see. Or maybe just trying to, the one who's speaking the truth, get that person locked up and banged up in prison. So crimes have not committed. So again, if he's going through this, do not let whole crown court shave your hair, because again, I mentioned in my other videos, but they shut that channel down because I was speaking the truth and they don't want it to get out there because they don't want to go into investigation and lose everything. 4 big bald patches right at my crown chakra because they want my crown. They've snatched my kids. They took absolutely everything. Everything. We've got Hanged Man, and then we've got the Magician card. So they're doing black magic. You know, they're sacrificing people. We've got Libra, who wants to sacrifice someone. Taurus or Virgo. Virgo again with a Hermit. Then we've got Capricorn. Then we've got Sagittarius. Then we've got Scorpio. 5 of Cups. 7 of Swords. Sneaking around. We've got Gemini. Messaging persistently. Messaging a Gemini. So we've got a fire sign, masculine or feminine. Persistently messaging a Gemini. 2 of Pentacles. Shifting money into accounts to do black magic with the Magician card in reverse. How putrid. 5 of Cups. Let's do some depression magic. Let's do depression magic. Let's do this. Let's do that. Putrid. Putrid family members. Putrid people. Absolutely putrid. And it's persistent. Money. Libra. Sneaking around. Libra's persistent. It's taking money. Ace of Pentacles. Maybe drawing money out of an account. Yeah. Yeah. Libra. Disgusting. Persistently taking money out of an account. Sneaking, going to a Queen of Cups in reverse. So that could be a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, masculine or feminine. Constantly sneaking. And what there's done is absolutely heartbreaking. Yeah. But again, local law enforcement don't give a damn. 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Pentacles. Because with the world in reverse, they want to carry on doing what they're doing. Go on, we want to keep going to an account and stuff and then taking money out of this account. We want to keep lying, do a lot of underhanded behaviour. I'll take some money under this table. Go on, we'll give you some money and all that shit. Yeah, putrid. But again, Humberside Police, whole Crown Court, whole City Council, my family, my ex's family on both sides. Absolutely putrid. Friends, so-called community, all doing a shit to the black magic. That's all getting reversed. That is. It's all getting reversed. The putrid, the disgusting. Vile. Scum of the planet is what they are. Scum. Basically, majority of the ones in my local area, 100%, hand on heart, they deserve a noose around their neck for what they've done to me, stealing everything of mine, sacrificing me and my children, yeah, and then they think they can take everything what's mine, yeah, they can fuck off. You can fuck off, yeah, and I hope everything what they've done to me, I hope that all goes on to their children, their grandchildren, because the child murdering scumbags. That's what they are. The child sex trafficking, paedophile protecting scumbags. Scum of the planet. I'm going to leave that there because I'm just going to get really pissed off with these putrid people in my area. You know, that's all they're ever going to be. That's all they're ever going to be. Putrid. Who wants to lay down with one of these? Well, no, I wouldn't.